What up, donkeys? JackAce here with JackAce.com with another JackAce original roulette system for you. This one is called Sweet Spots, submitted by user Ray Velt. This is Ray Velt's second system, so I'm really looking forward to what he submitted today. This system has an $1,800 buy-in and a starting bet of 120, which means that, yeah, this is a Martingale system. It goes from 120 to 240 to 480, and the top tier bet is 960. You have 4 bullets with your starting $1,800 buy-in. To bet this system, you have 5 bets. You bet $60 on red. You bet $40 on the second column. You bet $5 on odd numbers, $10 on the 17-20 split, and $5 straight up on the single zero. Ray Velt plays at a casino with the single zero wheel, so that's what we're gonna be using today. We're starting with a starting balance of $2.4 million, but we're gonna be resetting and playing with multiple friends as we win or lose. Each player is gonna be starting with an $1,800 bankroll. And basically, if you get whacked at that $960 level, you're out. 14, that's a hit. We win $120. And here comes friend number 2. When do you walk? Ray says you walk when you hit one of your 7 jackpots. 5, that's another hit. We win $130. Here's friend number 3. We're currently up $250. For this system on a single zero wheel, you have an expected loss on that first betting round of $3.24. If you dare play this on a double zero wheel, your expected loss on that first betting round is $6.31. 33, that's a loss. We lose 110, and we increase the bet to 240. And I apologize for my voice. I'm literally coming off of COVID right now. 1, that's a $20 win, and we stay at this level for another spin. If you're not familiar with Martingale, that's when you double your bet every time you lose, hoping to recover from previous losses. 23, that's a $260 win, and that friend is successful. And let's start with friend number 4.
No more bets.
2, that's a push. Just stay at this level again. As far as whacks go, there are 6 whacks on a single zero wheel, 7 whacks on a double zero wheel. You only have a 48.6% chance of winning on a single zero wheel and a 47.4% chance of winning on a double zero wheel. 24, that's a whack. And we martingale and bet 240.
No more bets.
35, that's a $20 win.
No more bets.
36, that's a push, and we stay at this level again.
No more bets.
11, another small win of $20. So Ray Velt plays with a higher scaled up version of this system. When Ray Velt plays this system, he's buying in for 18,600, and that gives him a total of 5 bullets in his native currency. Of course, instead of betting 120, he's betting 1,200 as his starting bet. 22, that's a whack. And we double our bets again to 480.
No more bets.
9, that's a small $40 win.
No more bets.
29, that's another $40 win. Ray Velt also says he's very successful with the system.
No more
Usually
bets.
walks away either up 200 or 2,000, depending on what your starting bet is for this system. 14, that's a win. We win 480. And this friend is successful. On to the next friend. We are up a total of 660 right now, starting over with a $120
No more
bet.
bets.
24, that's a whack. Double our bets to
No
240.
more bets.
12, that's a push. So for this system, there's not a good alternate betting pattern. It's really difficult coming up with alternate betting patterns when you're betting on colors or odd even. And in this case, we're betting on both. So sorry guys, I don't have an alternate betting pattern for this system. 19, a small win of $20.
No more bets.
26, a push.
No more bets.
34, another push.
No more bets.
1, another small win.
No more bets.
36, a push.
No more bets.
28, that's a whack. And we increase our bet to 480.
No more bets.
17, that's our bingo. We win 760, and that is successful friend number 5. We are currently up $1,100. So let's start a new
No more
session
bets.
with friend number 6. 25, that's a small win, $10. If you enjoy looking at roulette systems, check out my website, JackAce.com. There we have a catalog of over 350 roulette systems. You can sort them by my rating, by CEG's rating. You can sort them by bet size and buy-in amount. There, you can also check out the spin-by-spin results as spun by the CEG Dealer School. I also have a tool called the Roulette Bet Analyzer. There, you can enter your roulette bets. It'll show you how much you're going to win with each result, what your expected
No
loss
more
per
bets.
spin is, what your expected comp value per spin is, and what percent coverage of the wheel you have. 27, another $10 win.
No more bets.
6, that's a whack. We lose 120 and bet 240 now.
No more bets.
13, that's a whack. 220, that's a loss, not a full whack. And we bet 480. What I like about this system is that there's a lot of variance in the payouts for this betting pattern. When you hit your jackpot on the first tier, you have the potential to win 190 on a single spin. What I don't like about it is that the ceiling is pretty low. Just to hit one of those jackpots is not a huge deal, but you're risking a ton of money trying to get it. I also don't like the Martingale aspect of it. I think it makes this really dangerous. And I think we'll see that when we look at the stats from the simulator.
No more bets.
13, partial whack again, minus 440. And now we're betting 960. This is our top tier.
No more bets.
35 plus 80. We have to stay at this tier of 960. We are up a total
No
of
more
420. Nice. And there's our whack. Minus 960. We're down for the session now. We are down 540. For the first time, we're down in our session. And we'll make this our last friend number 7. $120 bet.
No more bets.
25, that's a small win of 10. If you enjoy discussing roulette systems
No
or
more
gambling
bets.
systems in general, check out my Discord. Here's a link, and there's a link in the description. 2, that's a push. If you want to scale the system down for an ETG, just divide by 5. That's a total
No
of a
more bets.
$24 bet. And if you want to scale things in between, you can multiply that 24 by 2, 3, or 4. 33, that's a partial whack. We lose 110 instead of 120. But we still double to 240.
No more bets.
22, that's a full whack, minus 240, and we increase to 480. If you want to submit your own
No
roulette
more
system
bets.
for me to review, fill out this Google form. And if you want to fast track your roulette system review, join my Patreon and become a Burrito Bandito. 36, that's a push.
No more bets.
7, that's a $40 win.
No more bets.
12, push.
No more bets.
6, that's a whack, and we go to 960. I also have another YouTube channel called
No more
JackAce
bets.
Tech. Check it out if you like home automation, home security, and home networking videos. 25, that's an $80 win. We are at the 8x betting tier, so
No
what
more
would
bets.
normally be a $10 win is now an $80 win. So hitting that doesn't reset the bets for us. 21, another $80 win, and we stay at this level.
No more bets.
11, another $80 win. It doesn't matter how many of the small wins you get. You keep betting until you hit one of your jackpots.
No more bets.
11, another $80 win.
No more bets.
And that's a whack. Not a full whack, but we do lose 880 of our 960. We played with a total of 7 friends. 5 were successful, 2 went broke. We were down a total of 1880, but let's check the system out in the JackAce simulator. So I'm just gonna go through a couple of trials of the sweet spots system. We're gonna be playing with a single zero wheel and doing 300 trials at a time. So I had to make some changes to my simulator to accommodate the ability to consider a trial a success based on the results of a single spin, also to consider it a failure on the results of a single spin. So I was having some problems supporting that, but I was able to make the changes to test this system. So here we're doing 300 trials, and if you look, we're actually way up at the end. We're up over 1.6%. That is in opposition to being down the expected value of 2.7%. Of course, we're using a single zero wheel here. We can step through a couple of these trials. So here we had a single spin. We didn't hit our jackpot. The jackpot is 17. Here we rolled a 20 and we won 180. If you spin a 17, you win 190. Let's look at a couple of other trials. Here's another success. We win 520, and that looks like it's on the 3rd tier. And we're actually successful quite a bit. We're successful 91% of the time. And in a little bit, I'll let you know what the results were when I ran 10,000 trials on each different type of wheel. This result is kind of in line with what I saw when I ran 10,000 trials at a time. Even though we won money in this sample size of 300, the overall success rate is about this. It's actually about 88%. Let's look at a couple more trials. Here's a single spin win. Here we have a couple whacks. And at that 4th tier, we win 1040. Couple more examples. Here's a win. Here's a win. We probably have to fight to see a loss. Here's a loss. So we got to that 4th tier and we got whacked. We didn't have enough money to bet the next bet, which would have been 1920. Another win. So this is how this system typically performs on a single zero wheel. Let's run a couple more trials. Let's look at the overall results. So here we're actually down more than expected. We're down 3.8%. And here we're only successful 86% of the time. A couple more simulations. Here's one that's a little bit better than what we would expect, but still negative. Here's one that wins. So that's a good thing about this system, is that there's a lot of variance. The variance is what allows you to escape the expected result when you have a smaller sample size. So here is a disastrous trial. We're down 7.4%. That's about 3 times worse than what we would expect. Here we're up again. So you can see how the wild variance causes the actual loss to fluctuate wildly around the 2.7% that we would expect. But let's see how it performs when we perform 10,000 trials at a time. So when we do 10,000 trials on a single zero wheel, we are successful 87.9% of the time. Double zero, we are successful 86.2% of the time. Triple zero wheel, we are successful 84.7% of the time. Since the spins per trial is so small, it's less than 5 spins per trial on average, you can see that the difference between single, double, and triple zero is pretty small, relatively, compared to some of the other systems that we played. So the shorter amount of time that you spend on a double or triple zero wheel, the less the effect the house edge is going to have against you. This is one of the reasons why I prefer systems where you only make a couple of spins and then you're out. So that's how sweet spots performed in the JackAce simulator. As you can see, trying to hit that low threshold, it's very successful. There's a very high % chance of trying to hit that. But when you get whacked, you do lose a lot of money, at least a lot compared to what you're gonna win when you hit that low threshold. So overall, I think I'd give this system a C+, maybe a C+, B-. I don't think the wins are big enough. I don't think the goal is high enough to warrant the risk of losing $1,800. Sure, you're gonna hit the threshold of hitting one jackpot very, very often, but you're gonna go broke enough to not make it worth it. What I do like about this system is there's a lot of variance in the way you get paid. I think in a negative expectation game like roulette, variance is your friend and consistency is usually your enemy. If you think of the most consistent betting pattern you can make in roulette, that would be betting the same amount on all 38 numbers on a double zero wheel, all 37 numbers on a single zero wheel. On a single zero wheel, you would consistently lose one bet every time a spin is made. On a double zero wheel, you would consistently lose 2 bets every time a spin is made. So if you were to bet $100 on 38 numbers, you would lose $200 every spin, and that would be exactly equal to your expected loss. So if you're trying to walk away a winner, the best thing you could do is introduce a lot more variance. Of course, that doesn't affect your overall result in the long run, but the trick is to try to make your sessions short, and that's something that we do in this system. If you enjoyed this content, remember to like and subscribe. Always gamble responsibly, never play triple zero roulette, and peace out, donkeys.